Now, when you're in a situation in life where you're asking how long and why, and God's not answering you, it's because you don't understand that you're speaking a different language than God. When God is not answering you the way you want to, it's oftentimes because you are speaking, listen, the language of circumstance. God does not speak the language of circumstance. I'm going to say it again because somebody didn't hear me. Just because your life is in turmoil right now, you want to ask God to step in to the world that you created and the mess that you created and the elevator that you got on and all the warning signs that you ignored and all of the Holy Ghost warning signs that God showed you and the sermons and everything else, and you ignored all of that. And when you talk to God, here's our thing. You talk to God based upon circumstances. Stop falling out over the circumstance. Habakkuk was like, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. Trouble, violence, pain, injustice. It's a mess. God, what you gonna do about my circumstances? And God is not into the language of circumstance. And our problem is this. We want God to step into and speak our language. Fix this. Help this. Turn this around. Help this. And God is like, that ain't the language I speak. You're offended with God, but you've never asked God, what language do you speak? All you're talking about is, this is what's wrong. That's what's wrong. They're my problem. This is my problem. This is my problem. And you need to fix this. And you need to do this. When are you going to fix it? And how long is it going to take for you to fix it? And God is like, I don't know what you're talking about. I see it. You don't see it, God? Yeah, I see it. Duh. I'm everywhere at the same time. You don't have the power to fix it? Yeah. I got the power to fix it, yeah. Yeah, I'm omnipotent. Well, if you got the power to fix it and you see it, why aren't you fixing it? We're not speaking the same language. Have you ever been in a foreign country and you needed to go to the restroom, but you did not know the language of the country? And so you find yourself talking louder and slower in the wrong language. Where is the restroom? You know I hablo inglés. Where is the toilet? Just because you scream louder with God and you talk slower with God does not mean that you're speaking the same language. I'm not bilingual, and I'm demanding that God speak to me in my language. And I'm getting upset with God because he won't speak my language. Can't you see my son? Look at my money. Look at my life. God, I need you to move right now. And God's like, I'm not bound by time. Because God's like, I don't know what now is. Because for now, me now is past, present, and future. So when I move right now, okay, I did. It'll manifest in 30 years. But I moved right now because I see 30 years just like I see now, just like I saw 30 years ago. Am I making sense? So, no. I need you to move now. I did. I've already moved. It's done. God, I need you to save me. Look, it's done. No, God, I need you to save me. It's done. Why won't you move, God, right now? It's already done. Before you were born, it was already done. I need it by Thursday. It's all, and God's like, it's already done. It's already done. Well, when is it going to be done? Why are you acting like it's not done? Why are you talking to me like it's not done? It's already done. But no, I need you to, when's it going to manifest? It's already done. It's already, you just haven't caught up to it yet. It's already done. Why are you fussing at me when it's already done? Can you imagine? Can you imagine that you fussing at him about something that he did over 2,000 years ago? and you're talking about Thursday, and God is like, before the earth was formed, before there were dinosaurs that walked on the earth, this was already finished. So I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know why you're stressing about what I've already done. The Bible says Jesus was slain before the foundation of the world. Salvation is not something he's working on. It's something that he's already done. Am I making sense? Making sense? And so we're tripping off of now, but now is in the past for him. And I'm asking God to move on my time when God says I don't even exist in time. Galatians 4:4 says, when the fullness of time had come, God sent his son into the world. Am I making sense? So he was just waiting for enough time to pass and the right things to pass. So so that means he lets the Assyrian Empire, he let Persia, he let Greece, he let Rome, all that stuff happen, and he wasn't upstairs going, oh Lord, oh me, oh my. And he sent his son when it was the right time. I'm making sense. Language shapes our reality. So how you talk and how you speak, it shapes your reality. My brain is so subjective that it's really based upon, my language is based upon my history and my emotions. That's why from the South, me being from the South, I say Dale. When I tell my phone, call Dale. And Siri says, you don't have a Dale in your, I said, yes I do, call Dale Stinson. And it'll be like, you don't have a Dale, D-A-L-E in your phone book. I said, Dale. Dale. Siri, call Dale. And I go to ward my phone like, I don't understand your language. And I'm calling my phone stupid. And my phone is calling me stupid. Let me show you this. Language shapes our reality. Why do I say Dale? Because I'm from Texas, where we have the bright white light. We don't have the bright white light. We have the bright white light. Y'all from the north would say the bright white light. And we say, yeah, the bright white light. And it makes all the sense in the world to us. Language is your reality. What do you mean? Our history and our emotions actually affect our language. And you know this, let me tell you how language can be changed. Have you ever played the game Boggle? Yes. Now, the game Boggle is interesting because, you mix up the letters and they come up there and then you try to make out the words. Do you know that when you reach a point where you can't figure out any more words, if you just turn the game board or the game piece 90 degrees, you'll start seeing different words? Because the changing of perspective, it doesn't reorder the words or letters, but in your mind, when you change perspectives, you start looking at it different. And it's funny to watch. I'm making sense. So now that means sometimes God's not changing what you're working with. He just says, if you just turn it this way, you can see it differently. Am I making sense? So that means my language changed. My language affects my reality. So I think if I'm thinking the wrong language, if I'm speaking the wrong language, I say my life is falling apart. When you don't realize that if you're making $30,000 a year, if you make $30,000 a year, you're in the top 10% of earnings in the world. What do you mean? Because the reason why you don't like $30,000 now is because your Bible board is shaped in America. If you look at $30,000 and you go somewhere else, they're like, what? You make $30,000 a year? You must live in a mansion. What do you mean? What do you mean? See how quiet it's getting? Because what I just did was I shifted the perspective. You thought that, I'm just so broke. It don't make no sense. I'm just so terrible. My life is so terrible. My car barely runs. And sometimes I got to get a jump to start it. And somebody in the Philippines says, you have a car? You can drive. We were doing a mission trip in the Philippines. We had to ride a bus, me and Elder Beard and Pastor Beard, up into the mountains to do the Bible studies and the teachings during the day. And I didn't know this until I talked to people. The people in the mountains, some walked 10 miles just to get to the facility where we were going to have the meeting. 10 miles with their kids. And since we were there for 4 days, they came there the first day, and then they just spent the night the next 4 days because they weren't going to walk back and forth. And they just slept on the ground. And when we got there to have service, they just got up and came in and we began to have service. And all we had was a pavilion. And they were like, this is great, man, this is wonderful. Man, and I was like, so how'd you get here? They were like, we walked. See, 10 miles for you is a 5-minute drive. 10 miles for them is a day or two walk with children. All you got to do is turn your board around, and all of a sudden your perspective changes. You were trying to figure out which pair of shoes to wear today. Not if you had shoes today. Sometimes you're complaining to God about something, and God is like, are you really complaining about that? Because if we just change your board, and all of a sudden you're going to realize how blessed you are. You got 4 walls and a roof. You blessed. Am I making sense? Now, you got a choice of what you're going to eat today. You blessed. But you'd say to your mind, you struggling. You got money to buy weed.
The second part of worship is giving. It's time for you to sow. The word has been sown into you, and the Bible tells you that when the word's sown into you, you're supposed to sow back into the word. And whatever you sow, you're going to reap. Listen, I know just like this word bless you, this seed you're about to sow is going to bless you. I want to tell you one more thing. If you've been blessed by the word today, and you probably said to yourself, this is the best thing I've heard, I want to be a part of this. That's nothing but the Lord. Now, I want to tell you, you need to join. You need to be a part of our ministry. Go on our website and click on join. And join right now and become a part of something that's great. The Bible tells us this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached around the world. You are a part of that. So when you join today, you expand the gospel. When you join today, you take the gospel of the kingdom to your area. Join right now and let us know. Call us and text us or even chat with us and let us know, I joined today. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to seeing you at our next broadcast. God bless.